of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And the crowd bringing the energy, trying to help this defense get off the field on 3rd and 10. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Jackson. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab on the left. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Pass the touchdown, Buckeyes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Looking to pass, it's back. Snagged in the middle, it's Marion. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Canes want to move quickly.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Marion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's Bauman. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Canes in a good spot here with second and short. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but this guy has been locked in. He's 5 for 6 on the opening drive in the game, and the coaching staff felt like he had a great week of preparation coming into this one. I think they were expecting him to have this hot start.
He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this. Turning it on! He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield. It's Bauman. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is a guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already there. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jackson. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
A nice job by the QB. It's third down, it's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Looking to throw. It's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Marriott. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throws to the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulls it in. It's Daniels.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And interesting, on 3rd and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throwing right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Defense not showing press coverage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Canes want to pick up the tempo.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Gonna look downfield again. Good timing on the quick out. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Marion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He got it! They'll mark him down at the 2, the excellent execution on that throw and catch. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer.
Black 24! Black 24! Dino!
Looking downfield, it's back. Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Dropping back, it's back. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. got some room to run. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it down the left side. Running free. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Lost to fire on second down. He's got his man across the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already...
He's going for it all. Makes the grab at the 30. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. The play action fake. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the... You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He might want another play. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready? Out, 55 feet.
On the run, it's Jackson. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
We're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
4-2 Spider.
They'll keep it on the ground. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after